Hello YouTube. In August 2018, Apple became the world's first company to record a market capitalization of $1 trillion. Roughly 2 years later, it became the first public traded company to surpass $2 trillion. So that you get the scale, only 7 countries have annual GDP figures greater than Apple's market cap. Brazil, Canada, and Italy fall behind Apple. So do you think that Apple makes its trillions by selling iPhones? Let's find out.
But today, for the first time ever, I'd like to let Macintosh speak for itself.
Hello, I am Macintosh. It sure is great to get out of that bag. And accustomed as I am to public speaking, I'd like to share with you an action I thought of the first time I made an IBM mainframe. Never trust a computer you can't with.
Apple Computers was founded on April 1st, 1976 by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. They wanted to make computers small enough for people to have them in their homes. They wanted a user-friendly computer, and to this day, this has stayed the core value of Apple, which has turned out to be great over the years. Let us first define what Apple actually is. When you hear Apple, do you think it as a company that sells quality hardware or user-friendly software? Apple is neither a hardware company nor a software company. Apple does not want to sell you just a device, because a device is the most fragile and replaceable entity in the modern world, and there are abundant of phones and softwares that are far better than iPhones and iOS, but they all lack one crucial thing that all Apple devices have: an ecosystem, the most seamless one in the world. What Apple realized before anybody is that the act of buying a phone or a tablet or a computer isn't an isolated incident. Gadgets don't exist on islands. At some point, they have to communicate with each other. The ease with which your iPad shares files to the MacBook makes you forget that both are different devices. And this frictionless feeling makes you stay longer, and the longer you are in the ecosystem, the harder it is to live. Apple was able to create the ecosystem because Apple does not design around a single device. It used to design around a single device, but sometime around the iPad or the iPhone era, the ecosystem emerged. This is the exact reason why Samsung has introduced the Samsung Book, which works with your Samsung phone, why Windows 11 supports the Android apps, and why Google has Chromebooks. But they are a bit late to start. Apple ecosystem is superior than other offerings because no other company has the entire stack covered. Going into the Apple ecosystem is like going into the world where everything works. With such a wide variety of platforms, Apple made the good decision to streamline every platform's look and feel. Going from one platform to another, there is not much difference in terms of looks and feels, and that is intentional. With the introduction of the M1 chips, Apple now has the same hardware platform on all their devices. Because every device more or less has the same hardware architecture, Apple can tailor the experience further. From their perspective, technological terms are actually a distraction, a sort of confusion. When we use a device, we don't care about how much RAM it has or how many CPUs are being used. If it's getting the work done, then why will we? And that's the end game. An ecosystem so tightly interconnected that you can't even leave if you want to. It's not hardware or software. It's a family of products, apps, services, and accessories with a gravitational pull of a black hole. And Apple today simply does it better than anybody else. So Apple ecosystem is a unique experience that you will get when you have more than one Apple devices, from their desktops to laptops to their watches and their earbuds. That is why when Apple will be selling an iPhone 13 to a new user, what it's actually selling is a gateway to its whole line of products and mostly guaranteed future sales, making its growth unquestionable. And that's why making it a $2 trillion company. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, like it. If you want more content like this, subscribe. That really means a lot to me. If you have any disagreements with me, do let me know in the comment section. I will be glad to hear your thoughts. Peace.